Thought Bubble Audio.
Look, up in the sky!
You will never find the more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Welcome to Beer with Geeks with Tim and Frank.
Who are you?
I'm Batman.
I am Iron Man.
Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Hi, Christopher. I'm Nero.
My name is Inigo Montoya.
You're a wizard, Harry.
A couple of guys with a couple of beers and a whole lot of pop culture nostalgia.
Make it so, number one.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles.
Name the dog, Indiana.
Life finds a way.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Now sit back and crack open a cold one, because it's time for Beer with Geeks.
It comes in pints?
Shaken, not stirred.
Great Scott!
I was way off. I knew it started with an S, though.
Hi, and welcome to Beer with Geeks, where two geeks geek out with beer. I'm Tim, and with me, as always, is my come before a movie friend, Frank. How are you today?
I'm good. I do come before a movie, and I tell you everything that Maria Menounos is thinking, and everything that's going on with her first look thing. Yeah, that's my...
Hi, welcome to First Look. I'm Maria Menounos.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You do look a little like Maria Menounos.
I've been told that before.
Yeah, I thought it's the hair. It's totally the hair.
Totally the hair.
Yeah. So, Frank, speaking of things that have
hair in them.
What
am I drinking?
Yeah, what are you drinking?
Yeah.
Ew.
I am drinking a Sudwerk Brewing Company Rye of the Lager. It is a crisp and refined yet subtle, powerful, hop-forward lager. Beautifully balanced, you might even say.
Okay, cool. Do you like it?
I do like it, actually. Yeah, it's a little hoppy, but I like rye-based beers a lot. So
yeah,
it's quite good.
That's
quite good. Yes. How about yourself? What are you drinking, sir?
I am drinking a Doppel Ultimator Sudwerk. Sudwerk Brewing Company. This is a Doppel Bock. A Doppel Bock, not a double book. It is drink with passion, fermented, carefully crafted in Davis, California.
Very nice.
It's a very German place, Davis, California.
Davis, California is just crawling with Germans. Yeah, totally.
Germs.
Totally.
Yes. It's good. I can't actually really describe what kind of beer it is. It's a lager. Double strong lager. Yeah. Doppelbock.
I have had Doppelbocks before of other kinds, or from other breweries, but I've not tried this one yet.
It's good.
So I will have to try that.
It's good
soon. But we're both enjoying our Sudwerk Brewing Company stuff here. Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Davis, California.
Thank you, Davis, California.
No, what else comes in from California?
Movie trailers.
Movies, yeah.
Movie trailers. Movies come from California.
So you got some exciting stuff, because this year is just like an embarrassment of riches with superhero movies, right?
Yep.
And two trailers that just came out recently are the Justice League and Spider-Man Homecoming.
That's right.
So we thought, hey, we like superhero movies.
Why don't we
Let's talk about them.
Yeah.
So you want to start with Justice League?
Yeah, let's start with Justice. That was the first one to come out. Actually, there's been like a slew of movie news coming out in the past few days. Like, as we're recording this, the It trailer actually comes out tomorrow. And so, which will be out a few days by the time this is released. But which is not superhero at all, but I am super pumped for that movie. And like, there's a bunch of other other movie news that have just kind of been creeping into the woodwork. So, but Justice League kind of like felt like the ball that like kicked everything off. Like, oh, Justice League is coming, and then there have been rumors for a few weeks that the trailer was on its way.
Yes.
So it was nice to finally see it. Very nice to finally see it.
Very nice indeed.
So what do you think of the trailer?
It is actually less exciting than the teaser that they showed us at Comic-Con last year, I think, to me. As somebody who didn't thoroughly love Batman v Superman, I was hoping for a change of tone maybe, or something a little bit different coming out of that, especially coming out of the feedback. I
feel like it has a different tone.
I don't.
You don't think so?
No,
you think these are all the jokes in the movie?
I think these are most of the jokes in the movie, yeah.
That doesn't really bother me.
It's not so much
it's
like
not jokes,
quantity of jokes. It's tone.
It's
like
tone.
Tone is not just how many jokes are there. Yeah. I mean, it's like is it a hopeful movie or is it dour and dark and borderline depressing? And it kind of looks like it's gonna carry that forward. Whereas Wonder Woman, what we've seen for that, and I don't want to go off into too much of a tangent, but just by comparison, that looks different. That looks a little more hopeful.
It does, actually.
But this looks like it's
that scene where she comes up out of the trench, isn't it?
Yeah, partly, but just even sort of like it seems like it's more of a lighthearted.
Sure.
The dialogue with Steve Trevor and everything just seems to be a little more lighthearted.
Yeah.
Whereas this is very like, hello, I'm Batman.
Yes,
I'm the Flash.
Sure, but
I'm Aquaman. Everything is terrible.
Yeah, see, I don't.
Superman's dead.
I don't feel that with this trailer.
Okay.
So it starts with him on horseback, right? Like we got to prepare. They're coming.
Yeah.
They have to have like some kind of like. Can't take everything as a joke. Sometimes Marvel, sometimes Marvel, it's a little too jokey. Like. Depending on the movie.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I don't care. So like Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't care how jokey you are.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But sometimes it's almost like, people are dying.
Yeah.
Around you.
But like it's like they're comic book movies with like comic book upbeat character like these characters like the Flash, like Aquaman, like these are like kind of silly characters who don't take themselves too seriously.
Sure, I agree with that.
And here, it's like super serious. Like
okay, so let's go through it because
heavy metal cover of the Beatles, which they were trying to steal my heart by having a Beatles cover in there. But
actually, I did like that cover quite a bit. Actually,
it's fine.
I know. Well, God, you're so nitpicky.
No, I have opinions. Sorry.
How dare you have opinions? And how dare they be different from mine? Don't you know anything about America? Yeah. So it starts with Bruce on horseback with a beard, right? So you can kind of assume that he hasn't been Batman for a little while. Like he's been busy finding these people because he's had time to grow a beard,
right?
In
Nanda Parbat or whatever it is.
Or I think it's supposed to be Greenland or Iceland or Norway.
I'm kidding. I'm messing with you.
I hate you so much.
I'm not serious.
I was about to feel like, how is that possible?
I will fight you.
I will fight you on this. And so Aquaman already comes with a name.
Yes,
which we learn.
Yes, Arthur Curry, the Aquaman.
Yeah, I was listening to something and they were like, "Why is he on horse? Why can't you just take a plane?" Or this? Why are you making this harder on yourself? Clearly, they can all get to that village. in other means of transport. Why are you on a horse?
Valid.
I don't know. It's like a spiritual retreat for him at the same time.
We'll go with that.
Sure. I haven't ridden Old Tornado here in a long time.
Old Tornado.
Yeah. That's the name of Zorro's horse.
Oh.
Yeah. See what I did there? Yeah.
Yeah, but then you got the mother box, and we got
Dr.
Miles Dyson.
What? I'm through this.
I'm literally, it's the next thing.
Yeah, but
look, it's the next thing.
Yeah, but I know, but then in Batman v Superman,
K2SO is back there.
In Batman v Superman, Dr. Stone has the mother box, and we watch all that happen. So does he have two of them?
That's the question that I've been hearing bandied about.
Yeah.
And it's like maybe one of them is inside
his closet.
Victor.
Well, yeah, that's that he is a mother box, right? So we learned this, 3 of them, right? The Asgardians have one, the Atlanteans have one, and the humans have another one, right? They're all bandied about another. So
are these their Infinity Stones? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, they're the MacGuffins. Yeah. Which is fine. Yeah, whatever. Every one of these movies has one. Yeah. That's how movies are made.
I was just asking. I was not criticizing.
Yeah, no. But they're the Infinity. Yeah. And so that's just my question. So let's go past this since we're kind of like looking at the trailer as we're talking about it. And Bruce has no beard, and he's like, "Oh no, now I'm all shaven for you, Diana."
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So Aquaman comes in carrying that guy. Like Arthur Curry, the Aquaman.
Yes.
It's on him. We get some Vic Stone, some
Victor
cyborg
Stone,
action.
Yeah.
What do you think of him in action?
I think the effects are not finished yet.
Yeah, right? He looks like disembodied.
Yeah.
Like it freaks me out a little bit.
Is.
Like
it's
you
weird.
can tell the head is just kind of floating there and it doesn't look like it's supported by anything.
These effects are not finished yet.
Yeah.
There is no way.
Yeah. That's definitely Metropolis where he's like, you should run.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And when you see him up close and he's talking, it's like the lip sync is off and like the
his headpiece.
The headpiece, like everything it like looks like it's not
done yet.
It's not done yet.
No.
It looks like digitally added on.
Do you think that maybe they bit off more than they could chew with his all CG look?
I don't think so. I think that like it's pretty common in trailers for the effects to be not quite finished.
Yeah,
especially when it's like he's on screen for like a fraction of a second. Like it's fine. People will barely notice.
Close enough. Yeah. Only people like us who spend our evenings like talking about it.
Only us who sit here with a trailer paused and scrubbing through it like would notice that. You know what I mean? Like most people are not going to notice that. And by the time the movie comes out, I think it will look fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So then we have that Batman introducing himself to the Flash, which we saw in the Comic-Con trailer. I had a problem with this. Then they're like, why is Bruce showing up to all these people not as Batman? Like he shows up to Aquaman as Bruce Wayne. He shows up to the Flash as Bruce Wayne. Like, why isn't he showing up as Batman, being like, "I, Batman, the very famous superhero, needs your help"? Why does he have to show up as Bruce Wayne?
I mean, maybe he's doing kind of a Nick Fury thing and being like, "Come join our thing."
Sure, but he can do that as Batman.
I guess. I don't know why. I don't know why he would do it that way.
Yeah, it seems very un-Batman to me to do that.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Zack Snyder is doing things with these characters that don't feel like they're part of. That's so weird.
Yeah, I know. We could spend all day talking. We could spend all day talking about that.
That there's anything out of character here.
But I mean,
I am shocked that there is gambling going on at the establishment.
Well, there's things out of character for Batman and Batman v Superman too. But still, besides really apart from the killing people thing, like there's like it's a good characterization of Batman. Like for the most part,
I agree. It's a better characterization of Batman than it is
of Superman. Oh, for sure, absolutely. Yeah,
I would say the one that's like the most true is Wonder Woman so far.
Yeah,
she's the one that's least tampered with.
She's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he, batarangs Barry. What
do you think of Flash's speed effects in this?
He was so fast at one point that I barely noticed that he was running. Like that's how fast he was. That I was like, oh right, that was him super speeding. Right, got it. Okay.
So. To me, it's not doing anything. It's not doing anything special to me. Like it's something like I think it it looks better than the Quicksilver effect in Age of Ultron. I didn't care for that.
Sure.
And the X-Men franchise has this thing about showing powers, physical manifestations of powers. So in some ways, it looks better than that. But it's like I watch The Flash every week.
Yeah,
and
it's movie budget. Better, like
more
it's
lightning,
but it's kind of the same idea, just looking a little better because it's a movie budget instead of a TV budget.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think the purpose was of putting it as blue lightning instead of yellow? Because normally it's yellow.
Normally it's yellow, and usually blue means faster. I can never remember. Blue, I think in comics usually means like he's even faster than like the Flash normally is. Blue on the TV show is like villains.
Yep. Or red.
Or like bright red.
Yeah.
But unless it's like Supergirl, she's red when she's speeding and he's yellow. Like when they're racing each other.
But she's not connected to the Speed Force.
That's right.
It's different. Right. I'm talking color of lightning.
Yeah, you're right. So what does it mean? I don't know. Will it mean anything in the movie? Maybe not. Like
no, I probably don't think so.
But that is an interesting question.
Yeah. So he catches the little, he catches your Batman. We get some Batman's tactile suit action from fighting some parademons.
That's right.
If it's in action, I think it looks fine, but I still think he looks like Night Owl.
I totally agree. Looks like Night Owl. 100%.
Yeah, and
it's almost like Night Owl was supposed to be like Batman.
Almost. Actually, Night Owl was supposed to be Blue Beetle.
Yeah, I know, but like the choice of garb was definitely like.
Oh yeah. Batman inspired for sure. For sure. But it looks good. I'm continually impressed by how much he can actually move in that suit.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It's a kind of a feat of costume making more than anything.
Yeah.
He might not be able to see anything, but he can move really well.
At least, yeah.
And then you get these individual shots of with the sun background. Someone was saying that it reminds them of the Justice League, like the show silhouette. And so that to me reads like, we won. It's the end of the movie, and here's your glory shot of all of us.
My thought about that was that this would be like before the final battle when they take down whoever they take down.
Oh,
that
sure.
It's like the glory shot right before the major battle, and that maybe Superman is back by this point and he'll be in this.
Oh yeah. What do you think? What was the point of holding back Superman in this trailer? Because he was in the promotional photo.
Yeah, he was. I feel like it's kind of like holding back Luke Skywalker.
Who was not in the promotional photo, though.
No, but I mean, it's like the same idea. Like, not going about it the same way, but like you hold back the
opening scroll and Justice League. Superman has died.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, all right.
We're doing open crawls now for these, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's like sort of to hold back the thing that is coming at the end of the movie. Like you know, he has to be coming at the end of the movie, but hold back to make you want it more.
Sure. Yeah. Are you happy that we're going to wait till the end of the movie? Less time to screw Superman up again?
Honestly, I'm that cynical, yes. Where I'm like, well, if he's only in it for like 10 minutes, he can only like do 10 wrong things.
He can only kill so many aliens.
I mean, there's only so many wrong things they can make him do a minute.
Yeah. Actually, would you care if Superman or Batman or any of them killed parademons?
Parademons? I don't know. I feel like... I don't know. With parademons, it's a little different, but...
I feel like they're just like mindless drones.
Yeah.
Like ants.
I don't know.
You know
At this
what I mean?
point, with this universe, I'm like, there's so much.
Whatever.
I'm just very cynical.
Yeah.
But, whatever. Khal Drogo and stuff.
You don't like that? Okay, so let's talk. There's a lot of Aquaman action in this trailer.
Which is fine. It's just that he's like, look at him. He's like angry Jesus Aquaman. Like
I almost called him Carl Urban.
Wait,
he would have been great.
Why Carl Urban?
I don't know. Carl Drogo. I think that's why it was in my head. Jason Momoa looks angry all the time. It's just his eyebrows.
I guess.
So he just has that. He has that seriousness look. I really like his look. It's actually I think of all of them, I like his the best.
No, Wonder Woman no. I
mean, sorry, of the new ones that we haven't seen on film yet, really.
Yeah.
So like Flash, Cyborg, and Aquaman. I think he's my favorite.
Doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, I mean,
he doesn't look like Aquaman.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't look like your era of Aquaman.
He doesn't look like Aquaman.
Yes, he does.
No,
he looks like 90s Aquaman.
Doesn't. No, I disagree.
He looks like Beard Pirate Aquaman.
But like angry Beard Pirate Aquaman.
Yeah,
like,
that's what the 90s was.
He doesn't even have the hook hand yet.
So he gets it later. He can't have everything in the movie. Zack Snyder likes to steal all important moments from all other characters.
This does not look like it's like he's wearing like a no. It's just not for me. It's not for me.
Yeah, I see. Yeah,
it's not for me. Look, I will be the first to say like what you like. I'm never gonna tell someone they shouldn't like something. It's just not for me. That's all it is.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That makes sense. What do you think of Cyborg's little mask thingy?
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with Cyborg's look.
When it's done.
But what we see of it so far, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with the Flash's look. It's a little. It looks like the Flash's look. It looks like lots of little pieces, sort of like.
Well, that's it. Do you know why it looks like that?
No.
He has taken bits and pieces of like astronaut suits and all that stuff, and he's kind of strung them together because they all have to be frictionless material.
Right.
And so
I vaguely remember
I think that's not his final suit even in the film.
Oh, okay.
And so it's like that's the one he's hobbled together himself, and Batman's like, I'll make you a new suit.
Right. Yeah, they'll put one of those.
Yeah.
I like it regardless, but I'm sure I'll like it even more then. And we finally find out what Bruce Wayne's superpower is.
I'm glad that he articulates it.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm rich. Some people have been saying like they don't like quippy Batman.
I love it.
Batman is always quippy. Like, not always, but...
I mean, he's got a history of being quippy.
Yeah, he does. Like, that's... I mean, if you take 2 seconds and watch any, like, even Bruce Timm Justice League episode...
Yeah.
He's always got a line.
I can't fly.
At all. I need air support. Now. That would be good. He's always got a line about something at some time. You know what I mean? Like
constantly.
So it never...
Yeah, that doesn't bother me at all.
It doesn't bother me. Yeah.
That's how he should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with you completely.
we see a bit of flying fox action in here too, which I only just found out that a flying fox is the world's largest bat.
Yeah,
which I shared with you off air. Makes me feel a lot better about that name.
It makes me feel brings me back to like Kratz creatures, like flying foxes, which I didn't. I guess
got a 6 foot wingspan, man.
That's huge.
It's huge.
That's huge.
That's huge.
That's a huge bat.
Yeah.
That is a man-sized bat. It
actually kind of looks like it does look like a man bat. It actually does kind of look like a fox too. It looks like it's cute. Even
they do. Look like
I'm sure that's not what he was going for. It's so cute. Oh, he's a flying fox transporter. It's so cute. You got some football action.
Yeah, Victor, I'm back on the football team.
Why are you zooming in on Aquaman?
Because he's making this weird sneer with his face, and I don't
What's
understand.
What's she making? What's Wonder Woman making, though?
She's literally hitting something. He's just like...
Maybe they're about to attack something. All right. Frank. Like, why would they both be doing that? She's like, I just like to hammer my bracelet against the shield.
She's hitting something. She's making a face because she's like straining herself. He's just lurking and looking at her in a creepy way.
You're nitpicking.
I just don't...
What do you got to say about Lois Lane?
She's perfect, and she's the one good thing about this.
No.
Yes, she's wonderful. She's
Amy
amazing.
Adams is not my Lois Lane.
She's not exactly my Lois Lane, but she's, again, closer than most things in these movies are.
Yeah.
To the source material.
Okay, keep going.
I enjoy her more than I enjoy most things.
Okay, keep going. See more Aquaman action, doing some Moses action.
Yep,
okay, let's stop here. Mera. What do you have to say about Mera?
I have nothing to say because there's nothing for me to make a judgment on.
Does she look like Mera?
We already saw the costume. Like,
yeah. Do you like the underwater effect?
Sure. I don't have something to say about everything. I have nothing to say about Mera. She looks like Mera. Like she looks like whatever.
All right.
Here's Billy Crudup.
Billy Crudup. He looks great.
He looks like a prisoner.
He looks like Billy Crudup.
He looks like Billy Crudup if he was playing Barry Allen's dad in jail.
Yeah, which he is. All right.
Okay. Well,
let's just play this out. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got some of the
all-out war.
We got all-out war at the beginning. Some Amazonian and the Atlantean war action.
This looks pretty epic.
It does look epic.
This looks pretty epic. Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting to see like all these
things coming together right now.
Well, yeah, potentially if done right, it looks like it could be very exciting. So many parademons.
Yeah. And I don't really care. Like I said, I don't care if Batman kills parademons. Like it's just something about, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like I don't really want my other my Marvel heroes killing characters either. But if they kill the Chitauri, like I don't really care.
Yeah, that's kind of how I think of it. It's the same idea. Yeah, that's kind of how I think of it.
Yeah.
I swear, Wonder Woman is the best thing about this.
Yeah, I do not disagree with that. Yeah. Spot on characterization. Look is great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fear. Oh, what about Commissioner? What about Commissioner Gordon?
How does how does J.K. Simmons simultaneously? How does he just become J. Jonah Jameson and Gordon? Like the look is so
with different stashes too.
Just put different mustaches on the man and different like hair prosthetics and stuff, and he just looks the part. So incredible, like right off the page. Like he looked like J. Jonah Jameson to a scary degree.
Yeah,
like where he looked like freaking Steve Ditko was drawing it, like crazy. And now here he looks like Commissioner Gordon to an equally crazy degree.
Yeah, I agree.
It's nuts.
I know, it's great.
It's nuts.
It's so good. I love it.
So good. Batman doesn't play well with others.
It's something he says, it's nice to see you working with people again, and that's like a nice little,
Robin.
You have a little bat family.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have a nice little bat family.
Yeah.
So maybe you haven't really worked with people since Robin died or something like that.
Maybe.
And we know there's a Nightwing movie coming, so there's a Nightwing in this universe already.
Which
so
means there probably was a Robin in this universe.
Well, there's definitely Robin in this universe because of the suit and BVS.
Well, but we're saying that, but I mean, like that Nightwing, unless they're changing the origin of Nightwing, that Nightwing probably was Dick Grayson. Was probably
No, wait, no, I'm confused. You mean Jason Todd?
There were at least two Nightwings, at least two Robins.
Right,
yeah.
okay.
One got killed and one became Nightwing.
Okay, sorry. It made it sound, to me that sounded like you said that, that Nightwing, that Robin that died was probably Dick Grayson.
Nightwing was...
Oh, yeah. Dick Grayson, yeah. We could just use their names. Like, why do we keep saying... We're just, like, talking around it. Like...
Cool. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there were at least two Robins, is what I'm saying. And then Aquaman does his whole jumping off the Batwing mobile flying fox thing.
That was just a Batmobile.
Uh-huh.
God, you're so cynical. I don't like you like this. It makes me uncomfortable. Because you're not a cynical person.
No, but I've been let down too many times to have any hope anymore.
I know. It like brings out like the worst side of you that I've seen, and I think that's why I'm so like, no, but be happy, because it makes me uncomfortable that you're like this. So let's watch something that makes you happy.
Well, I mean, like I am very excited for Spider-Man.
Okay, but I'm going to tell you that this trailer disappointed me. No, I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, are you serious? Listen. We were texting about the other day too. Like, you like the Zack Snyder verse much more than I do.
And I'm not saying it's perfect by any stretch of the imagination.
And I'm, I just don't enjoy it to the same extent you do. And like I said, like you like what you like, man.
Yeah,
like
that's
you enjoy
fine.
it, and that's
We're
fine.
saying that. Like I still am slightly disappointed by the Avengers. Like, and
which
I know
which I'm like, I think is like crazy. But
the dialogue is
fun.
the dialogue is really clunky.
Yeah,
and
it's
it's oddly paced. Like, but I can also say that BVS has clunky dialogue and is also oddly paced. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah. I mean, my personal opinion, like it's way worse on the pacing front than Avengers is for me. But
I would. Yeah, maybe I would even agree with that. But I think but there's some dialogue in the Avengers that like it starts off right off the bat with like Nick Fury, but like, and we'll pretend that the world keeps spinning, or
but like that's
whatever.
it. But like you expect to read that in the comic book, and
no, I don't.
Why not? How not? How do you not expect to see that in the comic book? Like that's like
it doesn't
classic like comic book dialogue.
Well, but dialogue that works on a page does not always work on a screen.
Okay,
I don't need to.
I won't argue that with you, but I am saying like that at least feels like the source material is what I'm saying. Where I don't feel like BVS or anything in the Snyderverse so far has felt like it's source material. It just doesn't. So like it feels like you to me it feels like you played a game of telephone and you told someone about these heroes and then they went and wrote a movie based on what they heard. But they never actually like.
I don't disagree with that, but that's most superhero films.
No, I mean I disagree. Most superhero films like up to 1999. But like
that's what I was.
That's not the paradigm anymore.
But that's what I was thinking of in my head. Yeah,
I mean it's like, but that's not the paradigm anymore. Like now it's like ripped from the page.
Sure,
and these are not ripped from the page.
That's true. But I mean, like you can watch any X-Men film, and be like, you didn't quite get the X-Men. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I mean,
people,
but people have had problems with the X-Men films for
it's the same idea.
15 years.
Yeah. That's true.
Spider-Man though.
Spider-Man. Let's talk about Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
This one was much more exciting for me and super fun. Like this was fun. This looks like so much fun. There's so much whimsy. There's so much, and Spider-Man is supposed to be a fun character, and they I think they are capturing a lot of that.
I agree. I like the suction, like the suit or like whatever.
Yeah,
where,
it like shrinks onto him.
The shrink wrap suit. That's what I was looking for.
It's like the sneakers from Back to the Future that automatically like are self-tying.
Yeah, that's good. I like that a lot. Must be an odd experience when he puts it on.
Yeah.
This trailer I thought showed too much, which is actually my problem with the trailer.
Do you think they showed us like the whole movie?
I felt like I just watched the whole movie.
Well, I feel like I see sort of like the arc with him and Tony. For sure.
But I felt like I even watched it in sequence. Like I
mostly
felt like
I would agree.
I felt like I just watched. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I know what the final set piece is. I know like he's obviously going to win. So like because that's not really why you watch a superhero movie. Like
sure.
you know they're going to win. So like it was just too much. But
maybe
I really
they gave us a hair too much. I agree with you there.
I do like his dynamic with Ned a lot. Can you summon an army of spiders? No. Do you know him? Stole a shield. Yeah. I want to know why. Can you go? So like they're using the crappy Captain America costume.
Yeah.
The Avengers one. It's awful.
Yeah.
And I wonder if they like made him put that one back on for this, or is that something that he filmed previously and they're just using stock footage?
It could be either one. Really, who knows?
Yeah. I don't know. But that,
super funny though.
That is awful. It makes the gym thing even worse because he's not even in his cool suit.
Yes, exactly.
He looks like such a tool.
It's so like padded and stuffy and only you can prevent forest fires, kids.
His chin looks really small because his helmet, his head is way too big up top.
Hey, you want to hear two nerds making fun of like Chris Evans?
I know.
Poking fun at Chris Evans' appearance. Oh, your chin is big. You're wearing a stupid suit.
Yeah, no, it's
whatever.
just,
but it's all fine though because I'm in much better shape, Captain America.
Yeah, I know.
Say the two nerds
Even
watching
like
the trailer.
if you look at like the Captain America, like the
Captain
the
America's
logo,
fitness challenge. It looks like something
he was
from
made
like the 90s.
Yeah, I was gonna say the 80s, but yeah.
Well, either way,
yeah.
Return to library. The TV on the cart.
Oh yeah.
That brings me back.
No kidding. Can I wear the suit? Cool.
Cool.
Oh, he's got the. Go ahead. Go back to that for a second.
Yeah, what was that?
It's his spider signal.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a spider signal.
Oh,
That's
wow.
really
They're introducing
cool.
a lot of.
Well, the spider signal was in the end credit scene for Civil War.
Yeah, but they're doing like you've got a lot of. I feel like there's a lot of in this universe. I mean, there's like they're throwing a lot of this stuff in. A lot of some of the more like they're the Sam Raimi Spider-Man verse was and even the
Amazing Spider-Man
the
verse,
Amazing Spider-Man stuff was like a little more less gadgets, less a little more
I
simplified.
Agree. Well, for Sam Raimi, they this was the time when they were like, we're just getting the audience used to superheroes.
Right.
The X-Men weren't in costumes; they were in uniforms, and you didn't see their powers. You just kind of like heard them or whatever.
It was still the beginning of this wave of like let's take it from the page.
The fact that Spider-Man was just in his costume was a big thing.
Right, that it wasn't like and he has blades coming out of his arms.
Right, because if you think about the other villains in those movies, like Green Goblin.
Yeah, Green Goblin didn't look like Green Goblin. Like
Dr. Octopus is wearing a trench coat.
Yeah.
Even though
I kind of like that look, but you're right.
Oh, I love the look.
But it wasn't direct from the.
Yeah, right. They were just like, we're just getting you into it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I said Dr. Octopus and just in a trench coat, and that alone made me want to turn on Spider-Man 2 to watch it.
So just thinking about it.
Oh, that movie's so good. And so we're just getting there, but Marvel Universe really the one that was like, and even that was a slow build to like get to this place where like, boom, this is a comic book universe. It's like it's very well thought out, very meticulous. So let's keep going here. They're cute. I love that they're best friends.
Yeah, I love that.
And then if you go back to that for a second, so on the TV, so Avengers Tower, and then Iron Man, and then stop. Breaking news. Damage Control. Damage Control is the Marvel Universe's cleanup crew every time time there is an attack.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's been confirmed or not, but I think Vulture is part of Damage Control. So that's how they get their hands on all this tech, is that they are Damage Control, and so they're cleaning up all this stuff.
Interesting.
And so keeping it for themselves. I love his jacket.
I love everything.
I love everything about Michael Keaton.
Looks amazing for this. Like, I'm so hopped up that like Batman is playing a villain.
Beer?
Yes, I am. But I'm so excited that Batman is playing a supervillain.
Oh, maybe you should just watch BVS then.
Yes. No, that's where Superman's playing about. But like, I'm so excited at this idea of having freaking Batman play. Like, look at the arc of Michael Keaton's career here.
Batman to Birdman to Vulture.
Yes, exactly.
Apparently, Michael Keaton is a big bird guy. Like, he's like a bird watcher and like all that stuff. So I think that's one of the reasons he was even attracted to the role, is that he was playing a bird character.
Interesting.
Yeah, but he looks super cool. I mean, Michael Keaton looks super cool all the time. But there's something about that fur collar that I just really like.
And he's got so much swagger in this.
A lot of swagger. Yeah. A lot of swagger. Time we changed too.
Yeah.
Even like the way he talks.
Me too.
Someone pointed out months and months ago, like in the age of Iron Man, in a world of Iron Man where there's an Iron Man suit, like you can build an Iron Man suit and fly. Why are you doing it with wings?
Because he likes vultures.
I was going to say to that effect, like Iron Man needs an AI to operate the suit. Like you can't just have like.
Doesn't he kind of?
Who?
Like, doesn't Friday kind of like?
No, you misunderstand.
Oh,
Tony needs the AI to fly that suit.
Adrian
Toomes
I see.
cannot build an AI, so he has to do it in a different way. So he needs to do it with wings.
He needs an AI, which he doesn't have. And I was like, he does though.
Vulture doesn't have an AI.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
Now. Yeah. I see.
Yeah, so I think that's a big differential.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. Agreed.
Also, it looks cool.
It looks cool.
It just looks cool.
It looks really good.
Yeah,
it looks really good. I'm very excited by all of this. So okay, let's see. We go on and we've got the Staten Island Ferry. So I like how I love
that you instantly knew it was the Staten Island Ferry.
Oh yeah,
you New Yorker,
those orange and blue. That's it's still free to ride the Staten Island Ferry from
is it really?
Staten Island to Manhattan. Yes, it is. I I love that they okay, Spider-Man 2, right? It was a train. It was a subway train, elevated subway.
Yep.
And it was
Those very famous New York elevated subways.
Yeah, all over
New York.
in Queens, yeah, but not but yeah, so I love that they took that basically and they're like, how do we make it bigger? And I know, a boat.
Yeah.
Because
take the rest of the day off. We figured it out.
All right. And I feel like the rest of this this sequence is basically Doc Ock with the train, but it's the Vulture with the Staten Island Ferry.
Sure. I'll go with that.
I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm not saying it's derivative. I'm just saying it's funny that
I'll go with that.
Let's take some mode of public transportation and put it in jeopardy.
I'll go with that.
Even so far as to have the boat splitting in half and then him using webs to re-put it together.
This was pointed out to me by a student today. Actually, it was really good analysis of the trailer because one of my kids asked me for 2 classes and they said, "Have you seen the trailer yet?" And I said, "No, I'll watch it. I'll watch it later during lunch or whatever." So I had this kid last period, and so I said, "Oh, I watched the trailer," and the kid was like, "You talking Spider-Man?" And he rolls his seat over and sits down. I was like, "Let's talk." But he said in there, it's interesting that Peter's first reaction is, "Oh no, I screwed up."
Yeah,
because that's such a Peter Parker thing.
So Peter Parker.
He's like, "I got
My
this.
fault.
I got this. Oh no, I don't got this. I messed up." That's classic Peter Parker, and so they really got it right from the get go.
Totally. Yeah, I completely agree. But this shot right here where he's
little Jesus imagery,
exactly.
Yeah.
But which is also in Spider-Man 2. I feel like this is reminding me of that in a lot of ways.
On purpose, do you think?
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. I would think if they were if that crossed their minds, they'd be like, maybe it's too similar. We need to change it. But it looks really cool. It looks really cool and really exciting.
But this is the moment right here where we see Iron Man pushing up the which, by the way, pause. I love the new suit redesign.
Yes,
it looks like Ultimate with the different helmet. It looks like Ultimate Iron Man because it's got it's all metal. Metal got metal at the bottom. Yeah, it reminds of Ultimate. It reminds me of Ultimate.
All right, I see
Iron Man with a different helmet. But this is the moment that I was like, I've seen too much.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't want to know. I don't want to know that he apparently helps save the day.
He helps save the day.
I kind of wish that he didn't. It's sort of if he's it's one thing to teach Peter a lesson about needing help or whatever, but I kind of want to see Peter do it on his own.
Well, I think Peter is going to do it on his own at the end, certainly, because this is not the end of the movie.
Okay.
Because he takes away the suit.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, this is, you know what I mean? This is...
So that's not even the big
depending
climax.
on depending where DC is in the movie, you know what I mean? Because he's in Washington, D.C. at some point, right? He's on the Washington Monument.
That's right.
So...
good point.
So it depends on where that lies within the movie.
Yeah, if that's earlier or later.
But this is either the end of the second act or the end of the first act.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, it's probably the end of the second act.
I want to say end of the second act.
Yeah.
And so I'm guessing, so he has to do the final battle in his old suit to prove that he's more than this suit.
Cool.
Which I love Tony saying that. It's
if you need the suit.
Yeah, if you what is the actual line? What is it? What is he? With
if you're nothing without the suit, then
you shouldn't have it.
You shouldn't have it.
Which is basically the running theme of Iron Man 3.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Which I will never say is a great Iron Man movie or whatever. It's fine. It's actually great until the stupid Mandarin twist.
It bothered you way more than it bothered me.
This bothers me so much. It bothers me because Ben Kingsley is a great actor. And you have actually just robbed me of seeing a great villain more.
I do understand from that aspect. I do, but I found it highly entertaining in its way.
In going back, I can find it entertaining now because I think Trevor is fun to watch and whatever else. And it is a clever twist because it got everybody. Everybody. But it still bothers me.
Yeah, I can understand that. I can.
Yeah, I'd rather watch Superman murder 100 people than have that twist.
You can just get out of my house.
No, I'm
you
just I'm just saying this to mess with you.
I know.
50 people. And so we get some Aunt May action.
Yes.
Her being some nice Aunt May.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Being all
Marissa Tomei.
Yeah. Stop carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. Blah,
yeah.
blah.
there's some Shocker action in here. We know Shocker's in the movie, but we don't see him in his full regalia, which I like. That I feel like I haven't seen all of it.
Right.
There's something
to build on.
Yeah, but this is final. Action shot. See, and Peter without his mask bothers me. I'm just sick of heroes without their masks.
I know. I feel like with Spider-Man, they feel like that's like the only way to show any emotion is to have him take off the mask.
You know, I don't think an audience cares that much.
I don't think so either, but I feel like they're also like, well, we're paying Tom Holland, so like we're gonna use that moneymaker as much as we can.
Nobody knows who Tom Holland is, though.
Yeah, but
the general movie audience does not know Tom Holland.
No, I agree. But the idea is that they're paying him a handsome sum of money, so they want to get as much out of him as they can, which includes his face.
But I don't know. There's something about.
I'm not saying it makes sense. I'm saying it's what they do.
Yeah, I just don't like it.
Yeah. Well, it bothers me a bit, but what I'm just so used to it at this point, I guess, that I've sort of tuned
it's funny
it out.
that your reaction is that we're having like the opposite, like I'm so used to whatever Snyder's doing in the DC universe that it doesn't faze me anymore.
Yeah.
Whereas like mask removing still bothers me, and
to
it's
me,
like it's the same.
That's funny,
but it's like we're having the same reaction.
If we are,
for different things. Yeah,
because to me, like having the mask off, like all right, but he's still Peter Parker. Like he still has like I screwed up. Like he still is Peter Parker to the core. He just has his mask off. Where like Clark Kent, Superman, like those things are like I'm not even seeing recognizable things about Clark Kent and Superman. So it's not like like fine, he killed somebody else, but everything's fine.
I'm getting mad, but like you're like story opportunities and like just like it's just a spiral effect of like masks getting removed. Like why even wear one if you're just going to keep taking it off?
Yeah,
I
guess, but that to me just doesn't bother me nearly as much as the way
I can understand. I can
me.
understand that.
It's also considered like for me at least, I'm way more attached emotionally to DC characters than I am to Marvel characters in general, except for maybe Spider-Man.
That's also the same with me.
Yeah,
you can basically screw with almost any Marvel character,
that's why like the Mandarin doesn't bother me because I was like I barely knew who that was before like that movie came out.
Sure, but I am more attached to maybe comic characters in general than you are.
Maybe. But I guess what I'm saying is it bothers me more when they mess with DC characters than when they mess with Marvel characters. I'm like, I didn't know what that was supposed to be like anyway, so I have no frame of reference.
What it is? I'm used to characters being messed with.
Yeah.
So those things don't bother me anymore. I think characters being messed with don't bother me, but like things where like story gets compromised for like an unusual reason, like
I guess
because like we need to see his face, so we got to change the whole story. Like like that stuff bothers me.
So it changes the story in so much as now his identity is compromised, right?
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
Right. Because then it's like, that means Vulture's probably going to die.
Well, yeah, but like, of course he was probably going to die.
Yeah, but that's like, again, like villain deaths like bother me.
But like every movie ever, the villain dies.
And it bothers me in every movie.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't help you there.
Yeah. It's just like why?
Like comic book or not. Like,
go to jail.
Bad people die in these movies. Like,
but I don't care if Alan Rickman dies at the end of Die Hard. You know what I mean?
You shut your mouth. He's really dead in real life now.
No, I know. He's really Die Hard in real life.
Oh! It was a good day to die. Yeah. So I just love like evil Michael Keaton being evil.
Me
and
too.
Being all like, don't mess with me. Like
I will come after
you. I am
you.
like afraid of him.
Yeah.
Like
he's got that's why he got Batman. He had an intense stare. And then he's now using that intense stare to great effect as Adrian Toomes.
Don't mess with me because you want to get nuts.
Let's get nuts. I hope they don't shoehorn that into this movie.
I gotta hope they do. No, I really hope they don't. No. But I gotta hope they do. Marissa Tomei is stunning.
You got some Zendaya action.
Also stunning.
I like the little drone spider.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
That's super cool. I like it a lot. It's very 21st century.
It is very 21st century.
A good little innovation. And the whole jumping off the Washington Monument thing, which we saw in a previous teaser or trailer.
Web wings and
the web wings.
That scene where he's kissing Zendaya, I think it is the homecoming dance. I think like Spider-Man Homecoming is literally surrounds the homecoming. Yeah.
That makes sense. That would make sense
because it looks like a dance behind them. So I really think that is the I gotta make it to the dance kind of
absolutely
thing.
That's what's going on. That's what's going on. You are correct.
That one scene with Vulture lifting him up with the wing, cool. So cool. Yeah, that's definitely a dance. Yeah, no question.
Is. No question.
Yeah. He's still out there.
It looks so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm
gotta do this on my
Yeah, this plane sequence is really cool. I love the way Vulture lands with his claw feet. Don't do anything stupid. Sure, no problem. Pulls wing of plane.
Yeah. And then the Tony in the limo stuff we already saw. And pulling the plane wing. It looks really good, man. Right? Like, doesn't it look really good?
Yeah. Again, my one complaint is that I feel like I've seen too much of the movie.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's fine.
Okay. So yes, I will agree with you that I think maybe they showed just a touch too much. But okay, we saw too much, but we saw too much of a movie that looks really good.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I'm disappointed that they showed us as much as they did, because I'd like to keep it more under wraps, keep more of a secret experience more for the first time. But it looks like a really good movie that they showed us a little too much of.
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, like, the Justice League trailer also showed a lot. You know what I mean? Granted, it showed a lot of the Justice League battling parademons in different locations.
Yeah, I feel like we don't know what the story is in that movie.
Yeah.
Whereas here
Mother
we kind
boxes, parademons, Justice League.
It's pretty like
that's pretty much it.
As far as the trailer goes, like, they did a good job of like showing the hype stuff, like the action scenes and everything, and not giving away the story.
That's all there is.
Maybe that's all there is.
Because it's a Snyder movie,
Maybe that's all
and
there is.
I am a supporter.
Yeah,
but I can.
Like, well, we can all admit that, like, he's really good at like flashy stuff.
I really liked Frank Miller's The Spirit. You know, you can't trust my opinion.
The movie?
No, I'm just kidding.
It's like, that was a terrible movie.
I know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I just wanted somebody on the other side of this podcast going,
terrible movie. God, 150 episodes in, and I'm like rethinking this whole thing.
No, I know. Oh my God, it's 150, Frank.
It is.
We didn't do anything special.
Sure we did.
Yeah, we did. We went longer than normal. High five.
High five.
We somehow made this episode special.
Happy 150, my friend.
Happy 150.
I'm going to do an early cheers here.
Early cheers. Okay, so you can find us at beerwithgeeks.com and facebook.com/beerwithgeeks and Twitter @beerwithgeeks, and you can email us at beerwithgeeks@gmail.com. We love and appreciate iTunes reviews and all great things. I know I think I was supposed to read one, but you know what? My phone is all the way over there, so I will have to wait.
There will be future episodes where we will read them.
Yes, we will read them. There'll be many more. 150 more episodes.
I like the sound of that.
So until next time, cheers.